In my last video, I told you that a common myth about Kundalini Yoga is that Kundalini isn't a very physical practice, that all you do is sit around doing this strange and noisy breath technique. And I taught you just how important that breath technique is because it builds your willpower, your self-worth, and more. Now, in this video, I want to tell you about the physical side of the Kundalini practice. Kundalini Yoga has hundreds of specifically created exercise sets, or Kriyas, that produce specific results. That means that if I want to work on a particular issue in my life, I can choose an exercise set designed specifically for that. Let me give you an example. There was a student I worked with, Natasha, who was going through a really messy divorce. And of course, she was not only hurt, but pretty angry too. Now, instead of letting her anger consume her, she wanted to deal with her anger in a healthier way. So we worked together to choose a Kriya, an exercise set, that worked specifically with anger. And because she really committed to doing this, she was able to meet with her lawyers and her former partner, calm, clear, and focused on a positive outcome. She wasn't consumed by her anger, but nor was she repressing her feelings either. The Kriya made it possible for her to feel her negative feelings and heal them in a safe way. There are so many amazing exercise sets you can choose from in Kundalini Yoga that will change your emotional state and your physical state fast. And this is the only form of exercise I know of that can get so specific in its actions. Let me tell you about some of the physical issues you can address with this practice. For example, I have an exercise set I use that works directly on my pancreas for blood sugar regulation. How cool is that? Kundalini Yoga goes way beyond your typical workout. You can work on your pituitary gland and your intuition, or you can work on forgiveness or your liver. It's a fascinating science, and you'll never get bored with this type of workout. This is life-changing stuff, and it makes you strong from the inside out. All of the exercises in Kundalini Yoga are super simple to follow, and you can modify the intensity of the Kriyas to make them as easy or as challenging as you want. For example, if an exercise set calls for you to do stretch pose, that's that abdominal exercise where you're on the floor with your hands, head, and feet all 6 inches off the floor while doing breath of fire. You can hold that pose anywhere from a few seconds up to 3 minutes. And if you're still wondering if Kundalini Yoga can be physically challenging, all you have to do is try stretch pose and you'll know just how challenging you can make it. Stretch pose is one of the most challenging abdominal exercises I've ever tried, but you can regulate the intensity. You see, you're in full control. And when you combine the exercises with yogic breathing techniques like breath of fire, the impact magnifies. Now, in one of my earlier videos, I told you that time is very important to me. So in my Kundalini online courses, the Self-Mastery series, I've created sets that create transformation on all 3 levels of your being: mind, body, and soul. I've spent over 20 years reviewing and refining the Kundalini Yoga technology to deliver results fast. If you want to join the conversation, come on over and find us in the Inner Circle private Facebook group. This is life-changing stuff, so hop on over and join us to find out more.